Good morning, humble warriors. Welcome to day 16 of Practice with Mary Beth. Be proud of yourself. Oh my goodness, I'm proud of myself. Prior to this, I was struggling with a bit of consistency, but knowing that people were depending on me to show up and be present, perfection. I've been doing it. I am Mary Beth, and this is Practice with Mary Beth as a part of Humble Warriors recognition of Yoga Awareness Month. This is a look into my practice, so please, if something doesn't feel good for you, something doesn't set well, find something else to do. The ultimate goal is just to be present on the mat and to show up where you are, whatever that means for you in this day. The flow that I'm going to do today is just a good morning flow. Build up some of that, just some good, solid energy for the day. All right. Okay. So we're going to start in mountain pose. I like mountain pose because I have a hunching problem. So start with the feet, toes wide, four corners of the feet, grounding into the earth, joints stacked, so knees over ankles, hips over knees, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, crown of the head reaching up, shoulders rolled slightly open so palms are facing forward. Eyes can be open or closed. Once you find your mountain, find your breath. Bring the awareness into your body, knowing your breath, but knowing your body. Finding any micro movements you need to make in order to maintain that mountain. Now's a good time to set an intention for the class, something you may want to take into the day. What I will be bringing attention to will be recognizing the sensations within my body. So, becoming an observer of what my body is feeling and doing. So, bringing the awareness in. And release. Maintaining that mountain pose. The arms are now turned in. Just start by rolling the shoulders up and back. Just creating a circular motion. You may feel a little crunchiness. Continue to breathe. Inhale when the shoulders come up. Exhale down and back. And come to stillness. Mountain pose. Blink the eyes open if they're not already. With an inhale, with your head forward, inhale. Exhale, turn and take the chin to a shoulder. On your next inhale, come back to center. And then exhale to the other side. Follow at your own pace, your own breath. Maybe keeping it a little slow since we just woke up. But not only are you paying attention to your breath, paying attention to the sensations that I'm having within my body. Returning to center, take one breath. Same concept, but we're going to drop an ear to the shoulder. So inhale and drop to one side. Inhale, back center, and exhale, drop to the other side. Keep flowing at your own breath, your own pace. And release. Maintaining that mountain and turning the arms, swing them back and forth for a little drum. Continuing to breathe. And release. Moving to our feet. Maintain mountain pose. Shift the weight into the left foot and just gently flip that foot over the right foot to the top of your foot. Just roll those joints around just a little bit, only if it feels good. If it does not, find something else to do. Just trying to wake up the top of that foot. Wake up our toes. We're going to play with we have some toe involvement today. And release, switch feet. And release. And very gently come down to your mat. I know. It's a little bit different, at least for me. Moving into extended child's pose. Knees are wide, feet are together, arms extended long. The forehead can come to the mat, to a book, or you can hover. Find what feels good for you. And breathe. And release, coming to a tabletop. Fingers spread wide. Wrist underneath shoulders. Fingers holding the weight of our body, not our wrist. Knees are underneath hips. Neutral spine. Cat cow. So inhale, cow. Lift the gaze, drop the belly. Stay strong in those shoulders. Exhale. Drop the head, gaze at the belly button, arch the spine. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Continue at your own breath, your own pace. But just pay attention to what your body is feeling as you flow back and forth. I invite you to add organic movement here, so do what feels good for you. You can scrape the sides of the barrel. You can turn and look at your sit bones, just whatever feels good for you. Return to neutral. Tuck the toes. Downward dog. Lift those sit bones. Weight is still in the fingers, not the wrists. Heels are lifted, knees are bent until you find those sit bones more towards the sky. And then you can play around with dropping the heels. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths, so feel free to explore and find some organic movement. But just pay attention to your breath and pay attention to what your body feels as you move. And walk those feet to the hands. And forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Palms together in front of the feet. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. One breath. All right, let's flow a little bit. Feet hip distance. Feet together or hip distance, but no wider than hip distance. Stacked in our mountain. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Something a little different today. Right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Take a beat here. Release into plank. And drop the knees, the chest, the chin, and release the hips. Roll the shoulders back for cobra or baby cobra. Release, tuck the toes, downward dog. Inhale, right toes to sky. Exhale, right foot to right hand. Left knee comes down. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, release. Left foot joins right and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Palms together in front of the feet. Inhale, fingertips to sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. One breath. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Right foot back. Right knee down. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Release into plank. Drop the knees, the chest, the chin, then the hips. Roll the shoulders back for cobra. Release, tuck the toes, downward dog. Left toes to sky. Exhale, left foot, left hand. Right knee down. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Release. Right foot joins left and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Palms together. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Release, shake it out. If you get any movements you need to make, maybe take a sip of water, tea or coffee. Bring it back to your mountain pose. Stack the joints. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Something a little different here. Inhale those fingertips up. Send those hips back for chair. We're going to stay here for just a moment. I want you to breathe. I want you to pay attention to the sensations of your body. You're grounding in all four corners of the feet. The toes are spread. Sit bones are back. Spine and gaze. Working on being straight and up. You got this. Keep breathing. Keep holding. Almost there. Feel that heat building. Oh, that's such good energy for the day we're building. I'm so excited. And release, forward fold. Heel toe your feet a little wider than hip distance apart here. Interlace the arms and just let everything go and hang. You can shake your head yes or no. I invite you to do what feels good. And release into plank, however you want to get there. And hold. Keep breathing. Release the knees, the chest, the chin, then the hips. Roll the shoulders back for cobra, baby cobra. And release. Tuck the toes, up and back. Downward dog. Inhale those left toes to sky. Bend the knee. Drop the hip open. And release. Bring that left foot to the left hand. Keep that knee up this time. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Find your balance, find your breath. Okay, option one is to stay here. Option two is bring those hands to heart center. Bring those shoulders, fold a little forward. Bring that right elbow to the left knee. Now this is a lot of balance, so don't look at me. Find something not moving. And try to bring the center of your chest in line with your hands. Opening up. Pressing those hands together. Breathing. And release. Back into plank. Drop the knees, the chest, the chin, and the hips. Inhale, baby cobra, cobra. Release. Tuck the toes, up and back, downward dog. Inhale that right foot to sky. Drop bend the knee, drop it open. And release, bring that right foot to that right hand. Inhale, sit up and back. Breathe. Hands come to heart center. Well, option one is to stay there. Option two, hands to center, shoulders forward, left elbow to right knee, palms together, pushing together. Find something that's not moving and breathe. And release into plank. Drop the knees, the chest, the chin, then the hips. Roll the shoulders back and release. Tuck the toes up and back, downward dog. Walk the hands to the feet. Wait, I meant walk the feet to the hands. My bad. Just bring them together. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Palms together. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. One breath. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Walk the feet back for plank. And drop the knees, the chest, the chin, then the hips. Roll the shoulders back. Cobra. Release. Tuck the toes up and back. Downward dog. Inhale those left toes up. Bend the knee. Drop the hip open. Release. Left foot comes to left hand. Feet come into an alignment, heel arch alignment, perpendicular to each other. You're going to roll those hands open for warrior two. Arms are parallel to the floor, reaching out long, shoulders over hips. See if you can sink a little more into that front leg. Breathe. Inhale, reverse. And flow all the way down. Release into plank. Drop the knees, the chest, the chin. Hips. Inhale, cobra. Release, tuck the toes up and back, downward dog. Inhale those right toes to sky. Bend the knee, hip opens. Release right foot to right hand. Heel arch alignment. Inhale, windmill those arms open to warrior two. See if you can sink a little further in that front leg. Bring those shoulders over the hips. Find your breath and take note of what sensations you're feeling. Inhale, reverse. And release all the way to plank. Drop the knees, the chest, the chin, then the hips. Roll shoulders back, cobra. Release, tuck the toes. Up and back, downward dog. Walk those feet to the hands for a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Palms together in front of the feet. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. One breath. And release into mountain. Take note here, do you feel any different from previous mountains? And release. Bring the feet a little bit wider than hip distance, 45-degree angles, toes just off the mat. Top half of the body is in mountain. Drop those sit bones to the floor for a yogi squat. This is a non negotiable for me in my practice. Elbows come to the inside of the knees, palms together. Chest and gaze are lifted or as much as is possible with your current body. With today's body, because today's body is not yesterday's or tomorrow's body. Show up where you are. Breathe. And release. Come onto the mat. Legs are long out in front of us, knees are bent. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, fold, thigh to rib contact. As long as you have that, you can wiggle those feet forward. It's okay if the knees don't go completely straight. Work with what you got. And release, come back to sitting. Legs go out into a pie shape. Spine is straight. Hands on the mat in between the legs. Knees and toes are tracking to the ceiling. On your next exhale, walk those hands out as far as is comfortable. And release. Come back to sitting for diamond pose. Bottom of the feet together. Hands meet above the head. Interlace the fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Bringing those hands to the outside of the toes like a sock. Bring the elbows to the outside of the legs, wherever that may be. You can even bring your hands up to your calves or whatever may feel good for you. And if you can, drop the forehead to the arches of your feet. If you cannot, hey, good job for you for honoring your body. I'm proud of you. Find your breath. And release. Come back to a sitting position. And very gently just roll down all the way to the mat. Feel what sensations you're having in your body. Take notice. Bring those feet just below the sit bones. Knees are bent. Moving into bridge. Our palms come down next to our hips onto the mat. Shoulders roll open. Tilt the hips. And start to pick up the spine all the way up for bridge. Breathe here. Working those hips a little bit higher, a little bit higher. And release. Bring the knees together, heel toe the feet out. Take 2 breaths here. Heel toe those feet back into alignment with the sit bones. Start with the hips, start to tilt them towards the spine, then start to lift. You're welcome to bind if that's in your practice, but continue to lift those hips to the sky. Keep breathing, keep lifting. Find those micro adjustments. And release the bind, release the shoulders. Bring the spine all the way back down. Then hug those knees into the chest. Arms come out to a T. Drop the knees to the left. Gaze is at the ceiling or to the right hand. But keep that shoulder grounded to the mat. Inhale back to center. And exhale to the right. Gaze to the left or at the ceiling. Inhale back to center. Release the legs out long. Arms long next to the body with the palms up. Feet fall open. And make any movements here that you need to just allow yourself to completely release. To be completely supported by the mat and by the ground underneath you. Just take a few moments here, letting everything sink in, observing the breath, observing the sensations you're having in your body. I'm still here. Keep breathing. Keep noticing what you notice. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Stretch the arms out overhead and the legs long like the great stretch in the morning. And roll onto your right side. Come to a seated position. Eyes can be open or they can be closed. Hands are resting on the knees. Find your breath. Notice what you notice. Back to the breath. Bring the hands to heart center. Humble warriors, thank you for showing up for yourself and for practicing with me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you built some of that good energy that's going to take you out through the day. All right, have a good one.